The TSB Bank New Zealand Surf Festival is back for the third time. Located in Taranaki, greatly supported by competitors and by spectators alike. It's the home also of the New Zealand Women's Open, and the winner of that achieves the wildcard entry into the Dream Tour in Taranaki. Taranaki, North Island on the west coast, blessed with mountain, waves and rivers and excellent surf. 4 times world champion Steph Gilmore, she's there to sign the autographs. Sally Fitzgibbons, fresh off the win at Bells, very happy to be there. Carissa Moore with the fan club. And local favourite, Paige Hareb, always surrounded by her adoring fans. Coming into this event, here's how the points stand. Steph Gilmore, number 1. Sally Fitzgibbons, 2. Tyler Wright, 3. Laura Enever, 4. Carissa Moore, 5th. Malia Manuel, 6th. Courtney Conlog, 7th. Lakey Peterson, 8th. Sarah Mason, New Zealand's 9th. This tour goes all around the world, but for some, Taranaki is an absolute favourite.
I love New Zealand. It's, you know, I have some family members here. I have some family in Hamilton actually, and yeah, I always enjoy coming back here. My parents are here this trip, just cruising around in a camper van. So yeah, it's really raw and there's so many good waves everywhere. So I like to kind of take those free days from the competition and just go surfing.
Surfing Fitzroy and around the area, it's very similar to my hometown in Giroa, and so yeah, I really enjoy it, and I love how the community really welcomes us and provides, you know, everyone gets involved in the event, and usually, you know, the waves come to the party as well.
It feels really good to be back here in New Zealand. I love this place, and I'm just really happy to be back, and hopefully we have a really good week of competition.
Fitzroy Beach, New Plymouth, Taranaki, North Island, New Zealand. The crowd's amped, competitors are amped, and we've got waves. The winner of Heat 1 and Round 1, Laura Enever. She's from Narrabeen in Sydney and attacks this wave. The judges are looking for 3 big turns, and she gives it to them off the top, floats over that foam and lands it, completes her manoeuvre. Tyler Wright takes out the win also in Round 1 in her heat. She's from Lennox Heads. Brother Owen Wright's a great surfer. Look at that ability. 4 times world champ Steph Gilmore, Round 1. She's going to show them what she's got. Good compression on the top turn. Makes it through the whitewater, little cover up. Judges will be pleased with that, and so will Steph. Sarah Mason, New Zealand's own. She's on this event this year because of an injury of another tour member. Great surfing from Sarah, takes one in the chops. Sally Fitzgibbons, recent winner at the Bells event. She's on a backhand here. That's her second turn. Looking for a big snap off the top, gets it. Arcs down to the bottom of the wave, goes for a 4th manoeuvre. That will be a high-scoring wave for Sally Fitzgibbons. World champ Carissa Moore, weaving, looking for speed and power on this wave. It's a smaller one, but she lands in the foam very nicely. Hailing from Taranaki is Paige Hareb, crowd favourite. Second big turn. Going for the 3rd big manoeuvre. Is it enough to get her through? The judges make their decision in spite of landing that manoeuvre, and she's through to Round 2. Did not take out the win in her heat in Round 1. Round 1 winners through to Round 3. Laura Enever, Tyler Wright, Steph Gilmore, Sally Fitzgibbons, Sage Erickson and Courtney Conlog. Day 2, Round 2. Again, the event is held at Fitzroy Beach in Taranaki, New Plymouth. Jared Hancock is the man in control of the format for this event, and he explains it to us.
Yesterday was almost like a warm-up round. The girls, you know, there was no elimination. So today, the girls that did not win their heats yesterday are in kind of like a sudden death round this morning. Kiwi Trio got a big morning ahead. They're all in the sudden death round, and they have to win their heats to get into the next round of the contest.
So the pressure is on for the Kiwis, and we see Paige Hareb trying with all her might to get into the 3rd round. Here she is on her backhand on a really steaming wave, lands that in the foam. Carissa Moore is going to answer that. She's answering back with a big carving cut back, looking for speed, really surfing critically close to the whitewater, and good compression. That's 3 or 4 manoeuvres, and she lands that in the foam. Again, the judges are looking for that. Gabby Sansom from Albany, New Zealand, is our wildcard entry in the event this year. Can't believe her luck, and she's a great surfer going places, surfing with the girls on the Dream Tour. Doesn't quite put that together, but she's a great surfer. Sarah Mason, on her backhand, she's so important to Sarah to get through. She's just got entry into the Dream Tour. Very powerful surfer, and look, that's her hallmark event coming out of the whitewater. Here's our tour rookie, Lakey Peterson from California. She's a great progressive surfer. Look at those turns. Hacking turns, big off the top. Good compression, good release, tight surfing to the pocket of the wave. Hacks it round. Oh, interesting results. Round 2 winners, Paige Hareb, Rebecca Woods, Carissa Moore, Sofia Milanovic, Malia Manuel and Lakey Peterson. Round 3 and the paparazzi are all set up at Fitzroy Beach as we're into it with Laura Enever. Again on her backhand, completely blitzes the top of that wave. 2 turns, works her way down the bottom to get all the speed off the bottom and lands that one in the whitewater. Here we see Steph Gilmore. She's looking so much to progress through, working very hard with a big extended back foot. Taller competitor, she just pulls that board around, floats it and lands it. Tour rookie Lakey Peterson in round 3. That wave's above her head height just there. She's going really well. Carissa Moore, current world champ. She is showing great form here in Taranaki. Big carving, roundhouse cutback. That's 2. Can she get a 3rd one? Yes, she does. She'll be very pleased with her scores on that. Winners of round 3, Laura Enever, Steph Gilmore, Lakey Peterson and Carissa Moore. All others into round 4. We're into round 4. Paige Hareb is first up against Sage Erickson, one of the tour rookies. Paige is looking for a big result here. Huge big turn. Very tight surfing. Big turn, lands it in the foam. Sage Erickson answers back in round 4. She's looking to really cock up some great scores from the judges. Weaves her way down that wave, looks for the pocket, cuts back. Big roundhouse cut back, goes for an extra manoeuvre. From Hawaii, Malia Manuel, also a tour rookie. She's enjoying New Plymouth and loving these waves. Hacks back for her 2nd turn. Looking for a bit of form in this wave. Lacks the size. Tyler Wright, great wave choice. Look at that, just snaps it off the top. We can see the deck of the board. The judges will be loving that. Woodsy, Rebecca Woods, all the way from Australia, on her backhand. That's 2 turns. She's a very, very experienced surfer. Sally Fitz. She's a great favourite, this one, on her backhand. That wave's not quite going to bring her the score she wants. It's not big enough, but she's just making the most of that and comes back round off the white water. How cheeky. Sofia Milanovic on a very nice wave. That's 2. 2 big turns, probably not enough. We will see what the judges give her. Courtney Conlog from the States, from California. Very nicely done. If you can come out of that white water, the judges will be liking that. Quarter-final matchups are looking very hot indeed. Laura Enever against Paige Hareb, Steph Gilmore and Tyler Wright. Lakey Peterson up against Sally Fitzgibbons and Carissa Moore with Courtney Conlog.
It's great to start out the day with a win in the round 4 heat. The conditions were a little challenging on that lower tide, but we're going to see him really improve as the tide starts rushing in.
After the break, we see the quarterfinals. Welcome back to Taranaki for the quarterfinals. We checked in with women's tour manager Jessie Miley Dyer.
This morning it's been really nice. You know, we've been really lucky for waves. We're probably going to have 4 foot and offshore for the high tide, and we're kind of timing it so that the finals are going to get the best waves. So hopefully we're going to see some good surfing.
We're getting right down to the wire here in the quarterfinals. Paige Hareb from Taranaki on her first big turn. She's looking for a good score here. That's her 2nd turn. Nice compression, a little cover up. She comes out with an 8.83. The judges award her for that wave. And her 2nd, again on her backhand, showing really good control of her board. 3rd turn, looking for a 4th and critically landing that last manoeuvre. Laura Enever on her backhand. Big snap off the top, brings it around for a 2nd turn. 4.83 on account of that wave just didn't have the size the judges were looking for. But wait, Laura on her 2nd wave. This is a slightly better wave, 7.33. She's able to do quite a bit more with that. Quarterfinal results, yay for Kiwis. Paige Hareb won with 14.33 and Laura with 12.16.
This is my best result since my first year on tour 4 years ago, so it's been a long time, and yeah, I'm happy.
Heat 2 in the quarterfinals. Steph Gilmore opens up her campaign. Really great surfing. That's 2 big forehand turns. Floats it off the top and lands it. So that's brought her an 8. Very high scoring. Tyler Wright, also from Australia. She's looking to progress through. Really sits over her fins. Pops it off that breaking wave. Doesn't quite land it. Steph Gilmore back, answers back. And on her backhand, taller competitor, looking to really squish down. She needs the bigger waves. This one's only a foot in the 4 range. Tyler Wright answers back, slides her fin, sets them free, goes for a nice little forehand snap and pops it on the foam. That's a 6.67, and the quarterfinal results set Steph Gilmore through ahead of Tyler Wright.
I think Tyler is one of the strongest girls on tour at the moment, and yeah, she is just, you know, she was so patient, and I knew she was waiting for a wave that barreled, because there was one that came through and she was just that little bit too late. But when I saw that thing coming and Tyler had priority, I was like, oh no, here we go. But I managed to just hold on.
They call her Happy Gilmore, and that's why. Lakey Peterson in Heat 3 of the quarterfinals. Big opening 2 turns. Nice wave, very fast. Comes off the white water, and that's given her a pretty good score. Sally Fitzgibbons, not content, answers back. 2 big turns. These waves are all about speed, and if you can get that third manoeuvre, that's a 6.17. Lakey again to her feet. Certainly got her feet in the wax. Rookie on tour and showing her great form. Very big snaps there in the 7 range. Sally not content, another wave, 2 big turns, not such a big wave, not quite the speed, but for her efforts, with 3 turns and 4, picks up a 7.83, and that's the 5th turn. Claims it. Quarterfinal 3 results, interesting stuff. Lakey Peterson took out that win, and she beat Sally Fitzgibbons, the winner of the Bells, just a few weeks ago.
Waves are really, really fun out there, and it's a lot like waves that I surf around home, so I just feel really comfortable, and beach break is kind of my style of wave, I think, so I think that's the main part for me, is that's my advantage. But you know, Sally surfs amazing, and she just makes me, whenever I surf against her, it makes me surf better. So so I love surfing against her just because she's an amazing person, amazing surfer, and she really inspires me. So yeah.
Will Heat 4 in the quarter see the same shock result? Here's the current world champion Carissa Moore. First big opening turn. Power and speed is what Carissa's all about. That's her 3rd manoeuvre. Coming up for a 4th, it's a 7.30. Courtney Conlog opens up her campaign in Heat 4 of the quarters with a big turn. 2nd turn, lots of spray off the bottom, shows us the bottom of the board, using her rail very nicely into 4 manoeuvres, a 7.50. And a 2nd wave with another big turn. She's choosing good waves. These are larger waves. Cuts back into the white water to set up. A top turn, more spray, big, deep bottom turn, and comes out with a 5.40 and lands that in the foam. Carissa, well able to answer back. Powerful surfer, paces herself. She's into her 3rd manoeuvre on this wave, gets right down the bottom, smacks it off the top. That's an 8.33. And the results of that, not the shock we saw in Heat 3. Carissa through, Courtney Conlog not far behind. Through to the semi-finals, and we see Paige Hareb competing against Steph Gilmore in Heat 1. Very exciting. And in Heat 2, Lakey Peterson up against Carissa Moore, current world champ. The paparazzi are in full swing here at Taranaki at Fitzroy Beach. Paige Hareb opens up the heat scores. Big bottom turn. Paige is surfing so well here. The crowd supporters certainly helped her. Good compression, big turn, looking to pump something out of the inside to put her points ahead. Steph Gilmore opens up her campaign in her semi-final against our Paige Hareb. Lands that, almost takes one in the face, 6.77. Can Paige better that score? Big bottom turn, spray, big gouging, cut back, roundhouse cut back, looking for the speed, looking for the power, snaps it off the top. The crowd love it. Up goes her fist. She loves it. She claims it 7.57. She's busy. Here she is again, Paige Hareb on her backhand, hoping that this wave will give her an even better score. It's a 5.17 in the medium range, not enough really to put her much further ahead at the moment. Steph Gilmore Looks like not winning, but when you pull off barrel rides like that, the judges have to reward that. Goes into a big turn, almost gets a second cover up, shows us a deck of 9.67. Semi-final 1 result. There goes our Kiwi Paige Hareb. Steph Gilmore through. She will be happy with that. It was the barrel that did it. She's happy. Happy Gilmore, a very deserving nickname for Steph Gilmore, 4 times world champ.
One bomb wave came through and Steph happened to have priority at that time, so I couldn't do anything about it, and I was just left out the back watching her just rip it apart the whole way to the beach.
Coming up after the break, we go to the second semi-final and the all-important final here in Taranaki. Welcome back to Heat 2 in the semi-finals here in Taranaki with Carissa Moore and Lakey Peterson. Carissa charging down a face. Beautiful fast wave off the bottom, off the top, lands it. Judges award is 6.50 and she's on her second wave. Gets good speed, good power, good control, Carissa Moore from Hawaii. Doesn't quite land a reverse air, but the judges appreciate that anyway. Lakey will be getting worried. Our rookie, here she is. And opts out. Carissa Moore back. Good wave count here. Big opening turn. The wave is bigger. The judges will be rewarding this. It's a 6.43. Comes off the top with a nice snap into the white water. But Lakey's not content with that. She answers back. This is the semi-final, so important to her. Second big turn. Good compression on her backhand. Throws her arms around. No, you'll know this girl from a ponytail as it flies in the air. What will the judges give her? 6.93, better than Carissa's last wave. So many manoeuvres on that wave. But Carissa's determined. On her backhand with the light changing. Big snap off the top. Not much there. Lakey Peterson. She's certainly got the speed. Big roundhouse cut back. Surfing very tight to the white water. She's going to try and chuck some air. Doesn't quite land it. Semi-final 2 results. Who was through? Carissa Moore. Better luck next time, Lakey. And so we are down to finals time. Very exciting with Steph Gilmore from Australia and Carissa Moore. Steph Gilmore, 4 times world champ, and defending champion Carissa Moore. We spoke to Ian Ratso Buchanan, famous surfer and judge at the event.
Now you've got the current world champion with Carissa, and now you've got the 4 times world champion coming back into form. It's an exciting matchup, and you couldn't ask for a better final. And it's a great crowd here at New Plymouth. The people have really turned out and shown their support and enthusiasm for the event and for the sport of surfing. And it's a great location here at Fitzroy Beach because it's so close to the action, and it's nice and hot and sunny. You can't get a better day in New Zealand.
And what a final it is going to be. Carissa Moore opens her account in this very important final. 2 big turns, backlit on the waves, overhead height on the surf. That's her 3rd, 4th manoeuvre, a big floater, and lands it in the white water, grabs and out the back again. Steph Gilmore will be worried by that wave. She's going to be looking to really build her points up. She's very determined here at this event. Very tall competitor. She's having to get that back foot out. That's an 8.33. She'll be happy with that. And again, she answers herself back. Steph Gilmore on an even bigger wave. Gets the speed, gets low, gets off the top, working critically with the wave, and is 4 or 5 turns. The judges will be looking to reward that as well. We've not finished yet. She's got the little inside runner, and yes, it's a 7.43 that the judges award. Carissa really choosing her waves carefully. She's so powerful. Weaves down the wave to set up her 2nd bottom turn. 3rd turn off the top, cuts back into the white water, and that will cost her. It's a 4.50. Steph Gilmore, now remember, this is the competitor that can pull out a barrel and floaters and show us a deck and do a duck dive exit. Carissa Moore, she's working hard. Speed is at a premium here. That's what's going to give her the power off the bottom and the top turn and give her the chance to pop out maybe an aerial manoeuvre, something extra. It's just a 5.83. Steph Gilmore from Australia, current, well, 4 times world champ, gets absolutely blindsided by the white water here at Fitzroy Beach. So in the water, Carissa Moore, current world champ, she's here to defend her title for the whole series, and that's her 2nd turn. It's the final, it's down to the wire. She's surfing so well. It's all about wave choice in the final here in Taranaki. the ASP World Tour, the Women's Dream Tour, and she completes that manoeuvre in the whitewater. Here's Steph. She's really going for it, crushing down on her board, getting over the fins to get the release, cuts back 5.20. Very interesting how these scores are panning out for each wave. Carissa will be looking to get a big score here. It's getting quite far into this. She tries a reverse, a 360, 2.33. She took the risk, but it didn't pay off. So once again, Steph Gilmore, who won in Snapper Rocks, has taken out the win in Taranaki. So to recap the scores for the final, Carissa Moore from Hawaii with a 15.06, Steph Gilmore from Australia 15.76.
Carissa is the world champion of female surfing right now. She's the best female surfer in the world, so she's definitely the one to watch at every event, and competing against her is hard because you just never know until the last 5 seconds she could get the score that she needs. And so I was really nervous pretty much that whole time, and into the dying seconds she got that one wave that I was like, oh, this is it, it's a perfect wave, and she only needed an 8, and she's definitely capable of getting 9. So yeah, it was just a matter of sitting there waiting for the score, and yeah, I didn't see it from the beach, so it could have gone either way, I think.
I luckily got like an 8 at the end, and it was a 9 wave. I just didn't push it hard enough, I don't think, and you know, it's just those little things that I just need to fix and tune up and fit and do better for the next event.
So on the leaderboard for the Women's ASP World Tour, Steph Gilmore and Sally still at the top 2 placings. Carissa has done well, she's moved into 3rd. Tyler Wright behind her, Laura Enova, Lakey Peterson, Paige Harab now in 7th position, Courtney Conlog and Mamiya complete the 10. A great event in Taranaki, the 3rd on the Women's World Tour for 2012. Next event, whistle stop just over the ditch in Sydney.